Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Kyle Creer, and I wanted to just take a little time to make a video talking about how I am structuring my days in this distance learning time. Now, this came from a conversation I just had with Wilkie about an hour ago, where we were talking about how, as teachers, and for you as students, how do we structure our days now that we are no longer in a setting that is very structured for us? We don't have the class schedules, we don't have the bells, we don't have all these different things that we're used to having that tell us when to go and where to go and what to do and when to do it. So how do we work on having structure? Because we went from a very structured world to a new normal that is a setting that is very unstructured for all of us. So I want to jump on here and just talk with you a little bit about how you can create structure for this new setting. So, all right, now go to the next slide. All right, so as we are talking about this, first things first, we are not on a break. We have to make sure that we know that we're not on a break, folks. You have to keep yourself in the academic mindset. I know it seems like, oh, this is an extended break. Oh, this is what we're going to be doing. This is going to be easy. It's going to be fun. But in reality, we still have work that we have to do. We have to maintain that academic mindset. And with all this unstructured time, it can feel like we're on a break. It really can feel like we're on a break right now, but please try the best you can to maintain the academic mindset. And what I'm on here to talk to you about today is how to structure your time so you can do that. You have a lot more free time than you had during our normal school setting. So you can probably get the stuff done in less time than it would normally take you, and it gives you more time to do other things. But it's going to be difficult for you to get stuff done if you don't put some kind of structure into your day. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about what my days, and this is also coming from Wilkie, what our days are looking like right now. All right, so non-negotiables. Oh, darn it, I got to get rid of this. So non-negotiables during my day. So Wilkie and I were talking about this, and the thing that came up a lot was, how do we get to ourselves to do the things we need to uh, during these days when it's so unstructured? And he said that he started out by making a list of things that he wouldn't do. So the non-negotiable things he wouldn't do during his workday. And we're calling our workday, from the time we wake up 6 a.m. To 8:30. So, or sorry, not 8:30, to 4:30. Excuse me. So here's an example of how I made a list of my non-negotiables, and you can do the same thing. So I'm gonna start with the list of things that I got to do every day. I got to wake up by 6 a.m. I don't want to get in the habit of sleeping until whenever I want to and just getting sluggish. I want to stay in a routine of waking up early. I need to exercise every day. This is one of the great things about having this new setting is I have more time to where I can do different things. Like I can run on the treadmill, which I haven't done a lot of. I have time to do yoga and flexibility. So there's all these different things I want to do. So I should be doing something physical every day because I can, but also because it's good for me, especially if we have to stay inside for these long periods of time. I want to make sure that I eat a good breakfast. 4 bowls of Fruity Pebbles is not a good breakfast. So for me, it's, eggs, some type of other protein, maybe a muffin or a bagel, something like that that's healthy. And then the fourth thing I gotta do is I gotta have my virtual meeting, whether it's Instagram Live or YouTube Live together or in combination. I want to meet with my kids and just talk with as many as I can. So I do that every morning at 9. And then I also want to be available to my students. I want to make sure that if they message me or that they send me an email, that I'm hitting them up as soon as I can and really being there for them. And I also want to be creating great content for teachers and students during this time. We have this incredible opportunity to teach in a new way, to teach in a different way, and to create resources that we can use when we go back to our other norm. Like, I want to focus my attention as a teacher on not saying that these are things I can only use during this time, but creating things that will last that I can use next year and the year after, and in any time that we might have that it needs to be like this again. So those are my things I got to do every day. but I have to make a list of things that I know I can't do because I know they get in the way of me doing the things I'm supposed to. So let's start out being distracted by TV or YouTube videos. For me, because I'm on my computer a lot, the second part, the YouTube videos are where I really get into trouble. Dude Perfect, or, their survival shows or whatever they're talking about, sports, even though no sports are going on. It's easy for me to get distracted. Second thing I can't do, eat a bunch of snacks, Tootsie Pops, goldfish crackers, pretzels. I can't just veg and mow down stuff all day. I got to stay as healthy as I can. Um, I had this nice desk chair that I sit in, but I try to not sit for more than 30 minutes at a time just so I can keep my blood flowing. I mean, when I'm at school, when I'm in my classroom, I'm moving and doing it all day, every day, so I can't get in the habit where I just sit all day. Um, and 4 and 5 are more just what I'm trying to do in terms of the way I am living my life. I can't feel sorry for myself. Like, I can't say woe is me because of this situation. And it's not something deep as, there are people who are suffering, and there are, and I don't want to discount that, but my situation is not bad. I'm in an incredible situation to teach in a different way, to still teach my kids and to be a part of this profession. I don't want to ever feel sorry for myself. And secondly, I can't be mad about things I can't change. I can't be mad that my trip to Nashville with my family got canceled for next week. And I can't be mad that, my schedule's totally thrown off and I don't know what my summer's going to look like. And I'm not used to doing all these things and all the challenges that have come with this time. I can't be mad about the things I can't change. I can only worry about what I can control. So those are my things I got to do every day and the things I can't do. I'm not great. Sometimes I screw up this list of things I can't do, but at least I have a list so I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I'm trying to become. So that's how I've created my list of non-negotiables. All right. So this is how I'm trying to block my day. Um, like when we were in school, you have 45-minute periods. At least our school does, or maybe you have blocks, 90-minute periods. But our days are so blocked for us that our time is pretty well set. But for me, um, I gotta block my day, and I don't need to put it in these small time frames, but I just gotta be dedicated to things I need to be dedicated to. So from 6 a.m. to noon, 6 a.m. when I wake up at the latest till noon, is dedicated work time for my students. So whatever I'm doing, whether it's planning new lessons, being available for emails and communications, I have to dedicate that time. I got to be right at my computer. I got to be doing the things I'm supposed to, um, and doing the best I can to adjust to this situation. From noon, and that does it from that 6 a.m. to noon. That does include me having time to put a workout in. I think that's really important. That's the best way to get my day started. So from noon to 1, I have a lunch break that includes going live on Instagram with Wilkie every day just to catch back up with our students, rap a little bit, just have a good time, take a break, get some social interaction. I think it's really important. And then from 1 to 4:30, I call that creative time. So this can be anything from making videos like this for my kids and other things, reading books, listening to podcasts, and connecting with my teacher friends from around the country to hear what they're doing and figure out how we can do this thing better. But when that 4:30 time comes, my work time is over. Um, I'm going to dedicate to family time, no more work, and then on the weekends, I choose to work as little or as much as I want. There's no pressure to do that. I have to. Normally, I have some barriers in my life that keep this, but now that I'm in my home, I'm working home, I'm living and working in the same place. I have to put time barriers around what work time is and isn't. So um, we're all adjusting to the new normal. And please don't forget this right now. It's going to take us time. We got to have patience. But, especially when it comes to my students and other students out there who might be watching this is your chance to have the freedom and autonomy you want. But it comes with the responsibility to be self-driven and accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. There's no one, that's standing over you telling you what you got to do and what you can't do. So let's make sure that we are doing those things. And, finally, if you want to connect with Wilkie and I and, be a part of our lunch breaks, to be a part of the things we're doing, here's how you can find us. You can find us on YouTube at value adds or as value adds value. That's where you're watching this current video. We're introducing and trying to do a TikTok every day as Mr. K. In room 508, and it's .will.law.iii. And then on Instagram, we are also it's.will.law.iii and Mr. K. In room 508. But we also, if you want, you can follow the Music and Arts Collective program that we created that is really cool for kids to create music, art, photography. And we're going to try to keep doing that digitally online and expand it to some kids because we can. And also Value Adds Value, that's the Instagram for our nonprofit. Or you can check out our webpage, theledproject.com. So again, just wanted to get on here and talk with you about how to structure your day, how I'm structuring my day. And remember, this is still an academic time. It's a great opportunity. And let's go out there and let's try to master and make the best of this situation.